Hey everybody, welcome back. It's time for August 2022 unboxing of Battlbox Mission 90. Let's check it out. Alright everybody, welcome back. So after doing a bunch of subscription boxes over the years, different times, some even way before I did YouTube videos, I found Battlbox to be the most consistent. You really do get some decent value for your money. It's fun stuff too, honestly. Some of the stuff I've kept, some of it I've given off to other preppers who are just getting started out. But all in all, I really like the stuff in here. Now before we begin, quickly I want to let you know about two deals that we're having going on right now. Below in the links, you will have links for this on how to save on it. There's a 15% subscription off. Check that out. But underneath that is our freeze-dried wholesaler link. You can save 15% by clicking that link and ordering some freeze-dried food. The link itself will save you the money. You don't have to put in codes or anything like that. Click the link, check him out. He's got everything from filet mignon to strawberry shortcake. So definitely check that out. And our My Patriot supply link, that's preparewithiridium.com, preparewithiridium.com. You will save $50 on a 4-week food kit. So definitely something to look at. Just wanted to let you know this is new stuff for a new month. I wanted to let you know what was going on down there. And interestingly enough, our freeze-dried wholesaler, we're going to be having a contest coming up pretty soon here for some free food from them. So definitely check them out, see what you like, and get interested on it. Anyway, let's get into the Battlbox. Now, for those of you that don't know or are unfamiliar with Battlbox, it is a subscription box service that comes every month with various outdoor and survival gear inside, and it has multiple tiers. You have your basic box, you have your advanced box, you have a, a Pro box and a Pro Plus box. So definitely check them out, but let's get into this one today and I'll show you what's inside. We're going to start off with the basic box, okay? And that is a $59.94 value. I'm going to move this a little forward here. And we're going to start off with what's inside. Now, the first thing that's in here, and of course it's buried at the bottom, is this guy down here. I got to dig him out. There we go. This is the Atwood Rope Micro Cord Dispenser. Now, if you've ever fought with paracord and wrapping it up on something, whatever, you're going to really appreciate these. I actually have the bigger one, and I've been really impressed with it. They are made in the U.S., right up top there. Now, these are awesome for cord around the house, garage, farm, whatever, on the trail. It makes it real easy to have cord ready to use and handy. You got a cutting blade right in there, okay? It's just the right length of cord. You can cut yourself off there. It does come with some high-tech braided cord. It's 100-pound tensile strength, I believe. And it's incredibly strong and lightweight cord. The stuff that it came with it before was better than any paracord I ever bought at Walmart or anything. So we're going to open it up and take a quick look at it. So here you go. Here's what it looks like up close. Of course, you will take this out. And this is kind of like bank line, but it's way thicker than the paracord that I've used in the past. You're going to hold it in place here and just cut it with the little knife that's on the end there. Also, by cutting it, you're getting it trapped in that little spot there, so you'll never have to refeed it through. It's very easy to use, very simple. So that is the Mini TRD Atwood Rope Cord Dispenser. All right, let's move on to the next product. All right, next up is the Charlotte's Webbing Camp Organizer. Now, this may seem weird. This is really for hanging your stuff up at a campground. You can hang it between two trees, two branches, whatever, and you got your carabiners here to hang stuff off of. Now, it's not necessarily for hanging up clothing. It's for maybe hanging up food if you want to keep it away from small predators, small animals, hanging up all sorts of stuff, your cup, your pan, anything you want to hang up off the ground and you don't want it sitting around. Very handy. It is also handy for drying stuff off if you get caught in the rain. You want to take off, change your shirt, put your old shirt on there, let it dry off once the rain stops. So it's definitely a handy little thing. There's so many applications. And it keeps all of your gear off the ground. It's 12 inches of lightweight, durable webbing. All right, it's made from recycled plastic. And it will hold the small aluminum carabiners here and the mini clips to hang stuff up. So if you've got like a microfiber towel you use to clean stuff, you wash it off in the river, you want to bring it back, you can clip it on one of there and let it hang, and it will hang nicely. So that's definitely going to come in handy. Out here, you know, we don't have the big trees. Not necessarily, not usually. We have lots of little brush and stuff and lots of little cactus, but still you can hang stuff off of that and keep your stuff off the ground nice and high and out of the way. So it is 12 inches of, 0.75 RPET webbing. Okay, it's got a nice Duraflex buckle on the back. You have 4 5-centimeter small aluminum carabiners. They're rated for 50 pounds. Okay, you also have 4 stainless steel gator clips, these little guys here, and they are also rated for about 25 pounds. The whole webbing in buckle weighs 3.5 ounces, each carabiner is 0.3 ounces, and the total package is 5.4 ounces. So a little bit of convenience, not a lot of weight. Kind of cool little item. I would probably use it if I was camping up in the mountains where there's more trees. Locally here, probably not, because what am I going to hang it off? Bushes? But up in the mountains, definitely. Let's move on to the next item. Now this is definitely something I can use when I'm out camping, because I can't tell you how many times I knock my coffee over. This is a Toadfish non-tipping 10-ounce rocks tumbler. Very, very neat system. You have a little sliding top there, so when you want to drink you can, and then you close it back up. If it tips over, who cares? It's locked back up and it won't spill. Very, very nice little system. If you keep it on a flat, smooth surface, it'll keep your drink in place. It is very hard to tip over, as you can tell here. All right. It does have graduated measurements inside, so if you want to measure out water with it, we'll open that up and show you. Okay. And that's really handy too. This is obviously double wall construction. So you have 2 ounce, 4 ounce, 6 ounces, 8 ounces, and of course 10 ounces. You're able to see what you're doing in there with that. So that's handy just from a measuring cup point of view. It's also good for food. You know, if you make some trail food and you got to split it with somebody, this can be your pot. You can sit in there and cook and eat. You know, I wouldn't cook in it because it is double wall, but you can eat out of it. And it'll keep your food nice and cold. It'll also keep it from tipping over, okay? Comes in 3 different colors, either this teal, white, or graphite. Has a very, very strong spill-proof lid. This is a lot thicker plastic than I'm used to seeing in these. Normally it's very thin plastic, and it does take a little bit to get it out of there. So, that's your basic box. Not super exciting stuff, you know, for basic, but you don't always get super exciting stuff in the basic, which is why I tell people to kind of upgrade to the advanced, because you get a little better stuff. But I got to tell you, I'll be using all of this stuff when camping, so it's really not a bad idea. Heck, I'll be using that more often than using it camping. I'll use it every day probably. Out here, I'm always tying stuff up or trying to put stuff together, and I hate having cord all over the place, like paracord, hunks of it, and just in mess. So, very handy thing. Let's move on to the next thing. Now, the next thing is your advanced box. Okay, that's a $109 value, and that's the next item in it. So let's check it out. Now, this next one is a combination of 2 items here. Okay, this is the Pure Bag with a PG&E water filter packet. All right, the cool feature on this is you can collect, treat, and store all your water in one solution. It's a closed multi-treatment solution with the purifier and charcoal filter. The kit includes the bag, 12 P&G tablets, packets for purification, a draining clip, and a sealing rod. This will treat sediment, arsenic, bacteria, lead, viruses, acids, protozoan cysts, and very, very easy to transport. You don't have to have anything in here other than just this. Let's take a look at it and see, because I haven't opened this stuff up. I like to see it, you know, when you guys see it. Let's take a look at it here, okay? These are the instructions. These are your purification bags. I'll open one up to show you. I'm not going to open the bag itself, but I'll open one out of the bag here to show you. That's what they look like. Okay? So you're going to get 2.5 gallons of water with each packet right here. And to use this, you're going to put your water in. And I believe, if I remember this right, you shake it. I saw a review of it a while back. Okay? So you put the bag in there, you settle it, you apply a clip to the bottom of the bag, okay? And then you put the purple sealing rod backwards to open the bottom of the bag and allow the waste material to evacuate, okay? So, pretty simple solution here. There you go. And there's your rod down at the bottom here. So we're definitely going to have to do a separate video on this. I do like that the instructions are right on the bag, okay? So you really can't go wrong. The cool part about this is it takes about 30 minutes for all of the sediment and waste and stuff to settle at the bottom of the bag, and you will be drinking away from where that is. So you'll be safe to drink. All your sediment is going to settle down here, and bad stuff. You will put the P&G water purifier in here. You'll let it sit for 30 minutes. You're going to twist off this area and tie it up, and then you can drink from the higher up here. So it's kind of like drinking upstream, you know, not downstream from animals or whatever. You can easily keep all that junk away from you because your pure water is up here that's been treated, and your wastewater or sediment and stuff is at the bottom. Definitely a cool system. This is going to require its own video. I want to try this out. This looks really, really cool. Definitely a nice little system. And as big as it is, and that's a whole lot of water there, 10 liters, it's very, very compact. You can compact this down very, very simply. You just toss all this stuff in here, fold it back up, and put your little rubber bands back on, or Ranger bands, or whatever you want to use. And there you go. So you don't want to drink the packets themselves. Okay, you don't want to try and drink that stuff. You want to let it sit for 30 minutes. It can be stored in this bag for 48 to 72 hours after you've treated it, and it will still be fine to drink. So it's kind of along the line of those little water purification tablets you've seen in the stores, you know, where you have one that treats the water and then one that treats the treatment. Anyway, we're definitely going to do a separate video on that one. I want to check that out. I'm going to leave it out here so we can do a video on this. Very, very cool item, and that's definitely something I'm going to use. All right, let's move on to the next item. All right, so the second to last item in here is actually 3 items, and it's from Toadfish again. Now, we're going to start off with each item individually so I can kind of explain it to you. All right, the first thing up here is your Stowaway folding fillet knife, and that's this here. Let's open that box up and take a look at it and see what we got inside. Okay, very nicely packed, I gotta say. That's actually really kind of impressive. There is your folding fillet knife there. You have a carabiner on the back for easy carrying. Look at that. Let's see. Yeah, that's sharp. That's good enough. And it does have the lock on the back, so you can take a look at it. Okay. Very, very nice looking knife. I gotta say, it feels good in your hand. It doesn't feel cheap. Like, when I saw this, I thought it'd be like tinny cheap plastic. This is like heavy duty kind of rubberized plastic. Okay, so you got a full ergonomic handle, a salt tough titanium corrosion resistant components inside, as well as the blade, non-slipped center raised rubber grip there, and a stowaway carabiner so you can put it pretty much anywhere. Okay, that's the first item. I am going to close it back up because we do have to, actually I have to move the box here because then we have the next item up, and this item is pretty cool. This is a cutting board. Okay, same thing from Toadfish. Now we're going to move everything away here, and I'm going to show you this cutting board. Alright, so this is a folding cutting board from Toadfish. It's designed to easily fold and lock and stow away anywhere. When unfolded, it'll lock together, okay, with a nice one-piece feel and design to it. And I can see that already. Definitely locked together nice and tight. On the back we have some anti-slip grip. Okay. You also have a sharpener here on the end for your fillet knife. So there's a ceramic rod and a steel rod. So it's a coarse and fine sharpener. Now, not only for fishing, I mean, this is awesome for, you know, if you're on a boat or if you're out catching fish, if you're going to eat them. Very, very handy, but it's also handy just for camping too as well. I assume we'll be taking off the sticker there. And you can see that's a fairly decent work area. One of the things that bothers me about camp cutting boards is they're always so darn tiny. And you're trying to like dice an onion and then a pepper and then some tomatoes and everything's getting all over the place and you got this little tiny board. This is actually a decent sized cutting board. Okay? Unfolded, this thing is 12 by 16. Folded up, it's 3 by 16 by 1.5 inch. So to fold it back up again, there you go. It's magnetic, so it does snap together like that. And it is magnetic, so if you are on a boat with a magnetic surface somewhere, like a metal countertop or something, it will stay in place. So those are the 2 so far. Let's move into the last thing here, and that will be the neoprene fillet case. Okay, this is a complete fillet system. Now you got the case to keep both things safe and sound. Let's open it up and take a look at it. Okay, so this little fillet case is designed to keep everything all together for your needs. I'm probably going to store the cutting board in here. I don't know about the fillet knife because I'm not a big fisher. Okay, I don't do a whole lot of fishing. So there you go. Fits like a little glove. Kind of fits right in there, nice and tight. So I may not be keeping the fillet knife, but I don't know. I may keep it anyway. You know, it's handy to have that kind of stuff. You never know when you might need it. So this will, I assume, fit right in here. I'm not sure which way it's supposed to go in. There we go. Right in there. And you have a nice little kit. Now, this is all together, I believe, see if I can find it written down here somewhere. All together with all the items, it is a $219 value. Now, you're not going to be paying that monthly for the Battlbox. So you are getting a good deal, and I kind of like that. That's really nice. And the fillet knife, I got to say, you know, I don't do a lot of filleting. I don't fish a lot. However, that is one heck of a nice fillet knife. Feels really good in your hand. Doesn't feel cheap, and I love that when it comes to products that I use for the outdoors. I don't want them to feel plasticky and tinny. Let's move on to the very last item in the Pro Plus box. Now, the Pro Plus box includes $324 worth of value, okay? And that's going to be a little pocket knife. Let's get it up here on the table with all the rest of the gear, and I'll show it to you. All right, this last item is the Mount Olympus Boulder. Okay, this is a beautiful pocket knife. I have not seen mine personally, but I've seen the reviews for them. They're really, really nice. This is a nice gentleman's carry, kind of everyday carry blade. Doesn't really skimp on style on it. It's a really nice looking knife. Let's get it out of the box so we can show it to you instead of just talking about it. Okay. Pop it open there. This knife is extremely sharp. Okay. Nice little presentation in the box there. Even a nice storage case. There you go. Look at that. Look at the accents and detail on that. You got your little brass kind of trimmed. You do have the dual thumb studs there, ambidextrous thumb studs, so no matter what side you flip it open, it flips right open. Kind of a carbon fiber G10-ish scale. I'm not sure if it's carbon fiber or not. Let's see. Yeah, carbon fiber with brass hardware, so it actually really is carbon fiber. Very nice positive locking clip there. That's not going to bend on you anytime soon. Very nice knife, I got to say. These 2.6 ounces. Total overall folded open length is 6.75 inches. I believe the blade is 2.75 inches on it right there. The blade material on this, VG10 steel. Very easy to sharpen, keeps a nice edge. That feels really, really sharp. I always seem to fail to get this on camera, but let's try. Yeah, look at that. That comes out of the box, shaving sharp. That's definitely impressive. I like this little guy. I'll tell you, you know, when I say a gentleman's knife, I'm usually talking about a knife you'd wear if you were dressed a little bit better than, say, your everyday street clothing. Maybe you're going out to dinner, you still want a pocket knife on you, you want something that's a little bit of a statement piece, you know, like they have barbecue guns, all the pretty shiny stainless steel and chrome guns, so now you have a barbecue knife. There is no 90-degree spine on it, so you won't be striking any ferro rods with it. It is kind of a nice smooth, but everything on this knife just feels so smooth. Even the motion back in there. You do have a little bit of a, I don't know if that's a little clip for a carabiner or something back there that you could stick in there. Maybe some paracord if you wanted to. But definitely nice. And this is something else too. It's kind of scalloped out here in the on each side in the carbon fiber. So it really does fit your hand right in there. Your two fingers fit right on it. You've got a nice little push down here. The jimping is kind of far back from my thumb. I like my jimping a little bit further up on the knife, but it's a smaller knife, so maybe I'd be holding it back a little bit like that. All in all, really nice pocket knife. And VG10 steel is decent little steel for a decent little pocket knife. So, that's everything. Let's finish up the video, and I'll tell you where you can pick it up and the deals that I have on it. So this is Battlbox Mission 90. My link down below goes directly to my personal portal on Battlbox's site. You can purchase stuff individually. If you see something you like here, I'm not sure how quickly they put it out for sale individually, but let's say you really just like the knife and you don't have any use for anything else. You probably can go on there within a week or two and pick up just that knife. I know that after they release the boxes, whatever's left over, they sell off. So you can definitely check it out there. If you use my code, Iridium24, not 242, just 24, you will save 15% off subscription products and your first subscription box. So it's a good way to get your feet wet. Like I tell people, if you have no food and water, and you're a prepper, this is not the box for you, okay? I want you to go out and buy food and water and get yourself set up, medical supplies, whatever. If you like getting a little extra here and there, if you're an avid camper, if you like experiencing some of the new products that are out there, definitely check them out, okay? There's a lot of nice stuff in here. For value-wise, you're definitely getting your money's worth. Like I can tell you right now, that cutting board is going to spend a lot of time down here when I'm doing cooking videos because the tiny ones I have just don't cut it. No pun intended. Really like the rope dispenser, love the knife. And we are going to be doing a dedicated video on this water filtration system. I want to figure that out. You know, just taking a look at it and unboxing is kind of hard to give you a full background on it. So I definitely want to do a video on that and get into it and do the whole thing from top to bottom. We'll try it out. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Don't forget our links down below. Like I told you before, we have all those links down there. Our Amazon affiliate store, our My Patriot Supply link, our Thrive Life food link. We do have some August specials for Thrive, so if you're a delivery or a consultant customer, definitely check them out. You're going to get some good deals off of that. And our freeze-dried wholesaler link that will save you 15% just by clicking the link. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching the video. Stay safe and stay prepared.